Hello there and welcome to Adie-Craft. Today I have another showcase from my futuristic world, building a brand new base, so I'm going to be showing you through a time lapse how that I put this together and then giving you a quick run through. So don't go anywhere and let's get on with it. For this base, I started bringing in some of the domes that I've used in previous builds. Now these are the standard 17 diameter domes that I've shown you how to build before, and I decided that I wanted this to be rotationally symmetrical and not all on the same level, unlike some of the other builds, just to give a bit of variety into this. So I connected these up with a central pillar and some walkways going in between them before adding some flooring throughout the build. And to make sure there was plenty of room, I added a second floor on each of the spheres as well, and then added in some water elevators and a final sphere on top to make sure that there was more than enough room for anything that people could want to put inside these. Now, in order to make this look a bit more structural, I added in some end rods because these fit in with the aesthetic and also work well as some struts to kind of hold it all together. Now I decided that I needed some towers, but I really struggled with that first tower. I didn't like the design, so I put it to the side and decided that I wanted something to balance out the build. So I put in this big power ring going around the main dome at the top, and then decided that it still needed something to connect the bottom and the top up. But I wasn't really happy with how that tower was, and decided that was because I'd put these domes too close together and the spheres too close together. So I separated those using some world edit in order to give it a bit more space and give myself a bit more room to build this tower. Once I'd done that, I decided to go with an aesthetic like the large futuristic build, kind of a little bit Halo-esque in its design, with the spire and with the shape of that. As I started building this, I was much happier. Changed the colours and then just duplicated this around the build once I'd finished adding the lighting and some final details, including some iron trapdoors, which I felt gave quite a nice break up to the side of the build. A bit more detailed than normal, but happy with how it turned out, and then I was done. So now let's take a look at the finished build, and I'm really happy with how these connecting towers came out in the end. There's a bit more detail in it than some of the builds, but I think to break up the shape it needed that, and it is a slightly different build. It's the rotational symmetry of this I really like. So we've got the two domes down here to give acres of space. As we head up here to the next level, we have ourselves up here two of the spheres, again both with downstairs that's not a word, but you know what I mean. So both having a downstairs so that you can have acres more space, both well lit up and beautiful views from the downstairs on these spheres. Now the final thing to have a look at is just the top level, and that will show the downstairs of this dome as well. If I didn't fall down again, there we go. The downstairs here, and this is the best views in the base, and really like how these towers look from up here as well. And then when we head upstairs, we can see this power ring surrounding the base, because again it just needed something to balance it out here. So that is the base going down now through the powdered snow. Down elevators, I really love those. If you've enjoyed this, please do let me know in the comments. Please do leave a like on the video and make sure that you do subscribe above all. And if you would like to see a tutorial on this, obviously let me know in the comments as well. But all that's left to be said is thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time on Adie-Craft. Bye!